Fangen wir vielleicht diesmal mit einem Geständnis an. Him spielte letztes Jahr beim Bizarre Festival, allerdings um 2 Uhr nachmittags, und wir vom RockPalast haben es damals nicht aufgezeichnet. I was just saying, you played last year's Bizarre Festival, you appeared early in the afternoon, we didn't record you then. You're now back here, there are lots of people standing here wanting to see you. So much has happened in that time period. Can you give me a rough idea of what exactly has happened?
Well, we kind of like we spent last summer playing loads of festivals here in Germany, you know, and it was our first festival summer here, and recorded the album in July, our second one, and after that we've been just promoting, playing a lot, you know. That's what happened here.
Sie haben viele Festivals letztes Jahr gespielt, besonders in Deutschland. Ihre neue Platte, die im Januar, das ist die zweite Platte von ihm, die neue Platte wurde im Juli letzten Jahres in England aufgenommen, aber erst im Januar hier veröffentlicht. That record was recorded, produced by John Fryer, who's worked with a lot of bands I like. I mean, very different bands, Depeche Mode, but particularly 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
I'm wondering to what extent he changed your ideas when you went to work with him, and to what extent he just basically did what you wanted him to do.
Well, actually, he kind of like produced a great atmosphere there in the studio. For the first time, we weren't afraid of the rec button, you know, what usually happens in the studio. He made it really relaxed, like a big party going on. Like, for example, when we recorded all the lead vocals for the album, we just had a couple of pints of beer and just had a good party there. People were dancing naked, our bass player and stuff like that in the studio, and we were just having a laugh all the time. It was really relaxed, and he kind of, we were like, kind of like just kids with millions of ideas for every song, and he kind of like picked out the best ones. He definitely kind of like, because he comes from such a different kind of music background. He's been doing loads of things in electronica, you know, stuff. And we were totally just we're organic rock band with no sequences or anything like that. So it was like a big clash to totally different people working on the same thing. But hopefully we're doing the next album with him as well, because we're kind of like, now we're good friends, and be really nice, you know.
Okay, John Fryer hat die neue Platte produziert. Der ist dafür bekannt, dass er zum Beispiel in den 80er Jahren Bands wie Depeche Mode oder Yazoo produziert hat, sehr viel Electronica in der Zwischenzeit auch, aber vor allem zuletzt auch 9 Inch Nails. Und ich habe über die Zusammenarbeit gefragt, inwiefern John Fryer Einfluss auf diese Platte gehabt hat. Und Ville hat mir gesagt, dass er zuerst eine sehr gute Atmosphäre im Studio geschaffen hat. Man hatte Lust, die Platte zu machen, es machte Spaß. Und als zum Beispiel die Gesangsteile aufgenommen worden sind, hat der Bassist der Band sogar nackt im Studio getanzt. Das war alles möglich. Es gab also eine sehr gute Stimmung. Sie hatten sehr viele Ideen, und John Fryer hat zum Schluss dann im Grunde die besten Ideen ausgesucht.
Genau.
The success, though, that you've had since last year's Bizarre Festival, it's happened very, very fast. Now, people respond in different ways to that kind of instant overnight success. Some people go crazy. Some people start to go back into themselves because they can't deal with it. Has it been a problem for you so far?
No, not really. We haven't been speculating on it that much. We've just been working, playing, you know. So something out of our hands. When you start a rock band, you should always remember that you're always just a small, tiny part of the machinery of the, you know, record business. So we're just writing the songs, making them as good as possible, and then we leave it to, you know, the hands of the record company or whatever. So we haven't been speculating on it, and it hasn't been a problem really.
So far, I hope it
So
stays that way.
far, yeah, hopefully.
Also die Gruppe, also insbesondere natürlich Ville, him ist sozusagen fast über Nacht bekannt geworden. Und ich habe ihn gefragt, inwiefern er darüber nachgedacht hat, ob das einen Einfluss auf sein Leben gehabt hat. Er hat gesagt, wir versuchen nicht darüber nachzudenken, wir versuchen weiterhin zu arbeiten, wir spielen sehr viel, wir schreiben nach wie vor Songs, wir tun das, was eine Rockband im Grunde machen sollte, und versuchen nicht zu viel darüber nachzudenken. On the other hand, when you're on stage and you're looking down at the audience, and you've got people at the front of that audience looking up at you as a hero, someone to worship, that's what they're doing. I mean, regardless of how old they might be. Are you aware of any kind of responsibility when you stand there, or do you try just not to think about that?
Don't feel any responsibility. It's we like killing the artistic side of the band. You know, you can't think of every person in the world when you're writing lyrics or writing songs. You know, you just can't do it. You can't censorship yourself. So no, I'd rather not think about it.
Also er versucht auch nicht über sein Publikum nachzudenken, wenn er auf der Bühne steht und sieht, da vorne sind sehr viele Fans, die ihn im Grunde absolut verehren. Er versucht nicht darüber nachzudenken, er schreibt nicht unbedingt für diese Leute, sondern versucht das zu machen, was er immer gemacht hat. The reason essentially that I asked that was I've always been fascinated by the situation with Kurt Cobain and Nirvana from the point of view of that was someone who had a lot of integrity, who said, look, don't just accept what I do, have your own opinion about it, but got very disillusioned because he found that whatever he did, people would accept because they believed in him. And I'm interested to know how you feel about that kind of a situation.
I'm turning my brain into the up position, really. Not speculating at all. That's the only way a young boy such as me from Finland can handle the whole thing.
Is it easy to switch your brain off then?
Surprisingly easy. You have to do it while touring anyway. So. But the best thing is that we have a really good chemistry within the band. So we've all been knowing each other since childhood. So we're the best friends and best kind of like critics and the most cruel people to each other. So we're like a family. Not like a Gothic Kelly family, I'd say, almost.
A Finnish Kelly family.
A Gothic one, probably.
A Gothic Finnish Kelly Family. Okay, jetzt haben wir es raus. Die Gruppe ist eine gotische, finnische Kelly Family. Das sagt er natürlich mit Lächeln im Gesicht, meint es nicht genau. Sagt aber, dass die Chemie zwischen den einzelnen Bandmitgliedern immer gestimmt hat. Das sind alte Freunde, sie kennen sich aus der Schulzeit. Das macht das etwas einfacher. Diese riesen Presserummel, die es zurzeit um ihn gibt, das schafft er im Grunde auszuschalten, indem er sein Gehirn ganz einfach selbst ausschaltet. Die Gruppe unterstützt ihn dabei. Thank you very much for your time. I hope that it won't become a problem for you as things go on. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.